love had to be loud, full of grand gestures and parties. But I learned the hard way that true love is often silent. My name is Clara. I was 24 years old, living like a shadow inside the massive Vanderbilt estate, while Dr. Richard, the man I secretly loved, planned his lavish wedding to the wrong woman. I was there, folding his shirts, polishing the silver, and swallowing my jealousy along with my cold morning coffee. I was nobody to him, just Clara from the kitchen, the shy, innocent maid who blushed when he said good morning. But I knew things no one else knew, and the weight of that secret was about to explode. His fiancée, Vanessa, was beautiful, but she had a heart of stone. She noticed how I looked at him and made sure to crush me. I remember one afternoon, 2 days before the storm, when she walked into the kitchen. I was arranging flowers for their engagement dinner. She snatched the vase from my hand and poured the water into the sink with force. "Stop dreaming, little mouse," she whispered with that cruel smile. Richard would never look at a plain thing like you. You were born to serve, and I was born to be served. Do you understand your place? That hurt more than a slap. You were born to serve. The phrase echoed in my head. I felt tiny, disposable, exactly how she wanted me to feel. What Vanessa didn't know was that I knew Richard better than she did. I had been taking care of him for 3 years. When he came home exhausted from the hospital, I was the one who had dinner ready and his chamomile tea at the perfect temperature. I saw him cry when he lost patience. I saw his kindness. I gave up my weekends, my youth, just to be near him, nurturing the foolish hope that one day he would notice that the comfort of this house wasn't magic. It was love. My love. But he was blinded by Vanessa's beauty and the mask she wore in front of him. The situation got worse. Vanessa started bringing male friends to the pool when Richard was on his shifts. Loud laughter, whispers, strange behavior. I saw everything, but fear paralyzed me. If I spoke up, who would believe the shy maid against the wealthy fiancé? I started having anxiety attacks. My hands trembled while serving the table. Richard noticed and asked if I was sick. I lied, said I was just tired. I was falling apart inside, watching the man of my life walk toward a cliff, about to marry a woman who mocked him behind his back. Then came the night of the storm. A torrential rain fell over the city, knocking down trees and cutting power to the entire neighborhood. The mansion went into total darkness. Vanessa had left hours earlier, claiming she was going for a final dress fitting, but I knew she wouldn't be back anytime soon. Richard arrived early from work, soaked and stressed. The house was silent, dark, and cold. He sat on the sofa, illuminated only by the lightning outside. I grabbed an old candlestick, lit 3 candles, and walked into the living room. My heart was beating so loud it sounded like a drum. He jumped when he saw me. The candlelight hit my face, and maybe because of the fear or the darkness, I lost my shyness. "Where is Vanessa?" he asked, his voice shaking. I didn't lower my head this time. I took a deep breath, feeling that this was the moment of my life. "She's not fitting any dress, doctor. She's at the Plaza Hotel, room 304. He frowned. "How do you know?" I pulled out the second phone that Vanessa, in her arrogant carelessness, had forgotten on the kitchen counter. I unlocked it. The passcode was their wedding date, ironically, and handed it to him. The messages, the photos, the voice notes mocking him. It was all there. The little mouse had the proof the lion needed. I watched Richard's face transform, the pain, the disbelief, and then the relief. He put the phone down and looked at me as if it were the first time, not as the maid, but as the woman who saved him. "You knew this, and you stayed here, taking care of me in the dark?" "I would never leave you in the dark, sir," I replied. That night, the hierarchy between us crumbled. We talked for hours by candlelight. He cried, and I held his hand. By morning, when Vanessa arrived feigning concern, her bags were already at the door. The breakup was quiet but final. She looked at me with hatred, but I didn't look away. I had reclaimed my dignity. We didn't get married the next day. Real life isn't an instant fairy tale. But he started to see me. We began having dinner together. He encouraged me to go to nursing school. The love grew slowly, respectful, and solid. Today, 5 years later, I am no longer the shy virgin in the kitchen. I am the woman walking beside him, head held high. And every time it rains and the lights flicker, he lights a candle, smiles at me, and says, "Thank you for lighting up my life when everything